What happens next? Andrew.
Steve, the governor just held a news conference, the first time since this news came out that the charges against him with this felony invasion of privacy case have been dropped, at least for now. Just around 10 minutes to 5, the state and his defense attorneys came out of the judge's chambers after about an hour break and said that the state was dismissing the case for now and needed to look into getting a potential prosecuting attorney to refile these charges. That's because Greitens' defense attorneys filed a motion that would have made Kim Gardner, the circuit attorney here in St. Louis, a witness. Now, the attorney for the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office said that they needed to either get a special prosecutor or use somebody that is one of Kim Gardner's associates to refile this case. Now, there's a lot of questions on who that special prosecutor could be, whether it could be Attorney General Josh Hawley or just another third party in general. Now, there are still other charges pending against Governor Greitens, including that felony computer tampering charge with how he obtained a donor list from his charity and used it for political fundraising. Here's the governor after that news of the dismissal came down.
But even in the hardest and most difficult situations, we can find tremendous blessings. Above all, I am sorry for the pain that this process and my actions have caused my family, my friends, and the people of Missouri.
Now, something interesting, on Friday at 6:30 is the start of a special session of the Missouri legislature that was announced just a few weeks ago for the sole purpose of looking into the House reports and to consider whether or not they should file articles of impeachment against Governor Greitens. I did reach out to representatives to see if this changes anything. I have not yet heard back. Again, these charges of invasion of privacy have been dismissed. The state is looking into getting a special prosecutor to potentially refile these, and the governor still faces a felony computer tampering charge with obtaining his donor list for political fundraising. Live tonight in St. Louis, I'm Andrew Havranek.
Today, I am announcing that I will resign as governor of Missouri.
Amid mounting scandals, today Missouri Governor Eric Greitens did what he had said he would not do. He is stepping down. His stunning announcement comes after Greitens was subpoenaed to testify before the Missouri Special Session Committee. That's the committee that's been considering his impeachment because of an extramarital affair and accusations that he misused a charity donor list for his political campaign. I'm Lisa Rose.
And I'm Steve Grant. The governor's resignation takes effect this Friday evening, June 1st. The sometimes brash 44-year-old outsider who promised to boot out corrupt career politicians lasted 17 months as Missouri's 74th chief executive. Andrew Havranek joins us now from Jefferson City Live with more. Andrew?
Steve and Lisa, Governor Greitens announced just about an hour or so ago that he will resign from the governor's office at 5 o'clock Friday evening, paving the way for Lieutenant Governor Mike Parson to become the 57th governor of the state of Missouri. Now, Greitens cited increasing legal pressure and mounting legal fees. Also mentioned the stress that this has caused on his family for the past 5 months. However, Governor Greitens maintained his innocence and argued that he was the victim of a political conspiracy.
I will let the fairness of this process be judged by history. It has been a great honor and a privilege to serve as your governor. Traveling the state, I have talked to many of you who harbor extraordinary anger at this ordeal and for those who have pushed and promoted it.
Now, again, Governor Greitens maintained he did not do anything wrong, but is resigning from office. As Lisa said, something that he has said he would not do ever since the news of his affair and the allegation that he took a compromising photo of his former mistress broke back on the night of his State of the State address back in January.
Andrew, kind of a lightning round of questions here. First, this ends the impeachment process, presumably, but what about the criminal investigation? Does that go on?
Steve, the criminal investigation still does go on. We heard from St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. She announced that she and Greitens' defense team had come to a, quote, fair and just resolution. She said that they will be releasing more information tomorrow. Now, the House Investigative Committee has canceled all of the rest of the hearings that they had scheduled for the rest of the week, so the investigation into the potential impeachment is at least over.
And real quickly, Andrew, what about Mike Parson, Lieutenant Governor, now the governor as of Friday night? Straight shooter, former state senator. The legislature likes him, former, farmer, still farmer in Polk County. But the Constitution is a little gray about who succeeds him. Has that been worked out?
Steve, it hasn't. The legislature tried to get a law on the books before the end of the regular session just about a week and a half ago that would have determined how a lieutenant governor vacancy would be filled, because there's some gray area on how exactly that happens. A new lieutenant governor could be appointed, whether it's maybe the Speaker of the House or the Senate Majority Leader, but we still do have to wait to see how that all plays out. Now,